Welcome back to another chapter of One Piece. It is an exciting week because we know where we are in the story. We are in the God Valley flashback. As usual, do not keep watching if you want to avoid spoilers if you're not caught up. So, chapter 1096, titled Kumachi. Oh, and before we start the chapter proper, notice that in the background, I chose a very, very interesting piece of One Piece art, specifically the one from the Long Ring Long Land arc's Davy back fight between Afro Luffy and Silver Fox Foxy. Why? Because the point is that this tattoo, years ago drawn by Oda on Luffy's chest in a Davy back fight, is identical to the Rock's Beck Jolly Roger. And I didn't even say that in my theory video. I pointed it out in post-editing. The carnage of a sadistic game. Okay, well, that means we're starting the hunt of the innocent people by the God Valley celestial dragons on the natives and the slaves, but mostly natives. There are 150 rare rabbits to hunt down. That's not to mention the 13 super rare ones. Oh, sounds like a fun game. Each of those is worth 10,000 points apiece. Remember, single hit kills will also earn you a skill bonus. Dang, Oda went into detail with this. This is a video game. We've prepared extravagant prizes for the winners of this prestigious event. Now, behind the announcer are 6 chests, and everyone's talking about what is in those chests. And we know for a fact, or virtually know for a virtual fact, that there's most likely devil fruits in those chests, because one of those devil fruits is 100% Kaido's devil fruit, because that's what Big Mom gave to him as a favor after the God Valley incident. Okay, we've prepared extravagant prizes for the winners of this prestigious event. You pests can just sit back and watch. Okay, we have one character who's half hidden, but it looks like that is Figureland, and it might not be him, but it looks like him. Then we have a female. The Manmeyer family is going to win. Okay, she's a celestial dragon, and there's a Manmeyer family. Don't count on an easy victory, Figureland Garling. That was his name. Okay, this guy's wearing a mask, and I've seen people compare him to one of the children from the House of Lambs, but I don't like that comparison because I'm pretty sure all those children are dead, unless they're not. But this is a celestial dragon, so I don't think this is a CP0 agent. Because if that child survived, he would have ended up being a CP0 agent or any other Cypher Pool agent. But this doesn't look like a Cypher Pool agent because he sounds like a celestial dragon. He's participating in the hunt. And then we have a silent other character who reminds me of Cavendish. But it can't be Cavendish. Just saying what it looks like. Please, someone wake me from this nightmare. How is this allowed to happen? How can they toy with the lives of their fellow man? Poor souls. They're laughing and shooting them. Please desist and respect the rules. We haven't started yet. Oh wow. Garling wasn't the only one to break that rule. Even our children. Consider the other 200 nobles participating. There's only 1 hour before the hunt begins. Oh wow, they get an hour to run. I'm thankful that they get that much, because I was worried that they don't get a head start. They need that head start. Those poor slaves and those poor natives. Give us a good chase. Navy HQ. You want me to go way out to the boonies to fight? What's the point? I can't say Garp, but we need you there. Oh, that's Kong! Former Fleet Admiral. Our reports haven't been verified, but if the danger is real, it'll be a disaster. This is about the Celestial Dragon's little field trip, isn't it? Why should I care if they're in trouble? I always said it'd come back to bite you if you messed with Hachinosu. It's their own fault for poking the hive. Okay, so from what I'm understanding, Hachinosu, which is the headquarters at this point in time of the Rocks Pirates, is threatening the Celestial Dragons on God Valley. For some reason, Garp is implying that someone messed with Hachinosu. Did the Celestial Dragons do something to provoke Rocks Beck? What did they expect? You don't just swipe the crown jewel of Pirate Island. There he goes and answers my question. I could have just shut up and kept reading. What did they expect? You don't just swipe the crown jewel of Pirate Island. Of course they'd come to get it back. Okay, so Someone on God Valley, presumably someone in the Celestial Dragons, stole something from Pirate Island. The crown jewel. Is this a literal crown jewel? Or is it a person? Or is it some other valuable? Maybe a devil fruit. Of course they'd come to get it back. Where in the world did you hear about that? Yeah, where in the world did Garp, who is on vacation next to a pool, where did he hear about someone swiping the crown jewel of Pirate Island? You must have assigned them extra protection to compensate for their stupidity, right? So what's got you so flustered? Well, there's something we didn't account for. It seems Roger's on the move there too. Lead with that next time, I'm on my way! Okay, so at this point in time, Roger really is in Garp's sights. Garp really wants to catch him. Hachinosu, Pirate Island, New World. Or in English, we call it Full of Lead. They beat us to it. The Rocks Pirates have already set sail. We've got to get going to hurry up. This is going to shake the pirate world to its core. God Valley, West Blue. I have never witnessed so many ships gather around a single island. As you can see, we are trapped in this hellish reality. Nobody will be able to escape, and one day it will be forgotten and lost to history. Smart kid. I'm gathering from the accent that it's Ivan talking. They chose this place for their little murder festival just to claim the natural resources here. 10,000 civilians have been branded rabbits for this hunt. Not a single one will still be alive in 3 weeks' time. Can you believe that? 3 weeks? They're hunting 10,000 civilians for 3 weeks. Like, that number, 10,000, didn't register. 3 weeks registered, and then I was like, 10,000? How is this world fair? But they said we'd be freed if we survived the full 3 weeks till the end of the festival. Like hell you will! In all their previous hunts, there were exactly 0 survivors. What? But why would they lie about that and give us false hope? Oh dear. There is no thrill for them in killing people who have already given up. They want you to hope and run, so they have a good chase. Ah, some people would have given up if they didn't think there was a chance. Smart. You will never win if you play their rigged game. Focus on escaping it altogether. Help me! St. Garling scores a quick 10,000 points. Is his strategy to target the high-value rabbits? Alright, it came off. What a strong jaw, no surprise for a shark fishman. Thank you, I've never been praised like this. Okay, there's fisherman slaves too. The tournament prizes are the key to our escape. Prizes? Okay, so that's Ginny, who's wearing glasses now. I've seen people on Twitter compare her to Nami now that she's wearing glasses. Ah, Kuma's fruit! I forgot! That is one of the fruits I theorized. Kuma's fruit is definitely one of the prizes. One of them is in the strongest class of devil fruits. If you eat it, it'll allow you to transform into an azure dragon. Ah, she's tapping in. They've also got the pawpaw fruit, which can be used to blast yourself and others to distant islands. Okay, yeah, those are 2 of the most OP fruits in the world. Not counting Law's fruit and Luffy's fruit. But yeah, now we have confirmation that 2 of those devil fruits are the one that Linlin gives to Kaido, and the one that, because Bartholomew Kuma's here, he has to have one of them. If any of us can eat one of those fruits, we will escape this hell and the Navy siege. There are only a dozen of us, but we can do this. But it's impossible. The prizes are kept at the very center of the island. I'm a pro thief and a wiretapper. Okay. Now I see the resemblance to Nami. A pro thief, a wiretapper, Ginny, Nami, not as similar as Bonnie, Connie, but still, she kind of does look like Nami with those glasses on. 2 weeks back, I leaked all this info to the outside world. I'm sure my message got someone's attention. So that's why the Rocks Pirates are coming here. Because they know about the fruits, and maybe, just maybe, one of those devil fruits was the crown jewel of Hachinosu, and now they found out where they took the treasure, and they're coming to take it back. If I was Rocks, that's what I would do. A plane like this needs plenty of decoys running around after all. Smart girl. If she turns out to be related to Nami, I don't know how she ended up in the Oikot Kingdom. Still don't know if Bonnie's one of the clones in the story. I can help with that. Kuma? My size and bulkiness will help me survive longer than most. He's already been shot! Oh, they all have targets on their backs. I'd hate to see anyone here die when we attempt this. Hee-haw! Well said, Kuma. I will not allow any of you to be killed. We're escaping God Valley together. And the ship's attack. What was that? Off the east coast. It's the Rocks Pirates. There's the logo. Right there. Identical. Well, close enough. 99%. Why are they here? There's no time to worry about that. We're being swarmed by notorious pirates. Oh boy, here we go, here we go. Why is this the first I'm hearing of this? What are they after? Okay, so the Navy was guarding, because of the tip. The Navy's guarding God Valley. What are they after? Fire! Ah, but they weren't informed of the motives. Give up, you lousy Marines. Follow my lead, crew. Who's speaking? Obviously Rocks, but they don't show his face. Dang you, Oda, dang you. Whitebeard says, don't rush ahead, Rocks. And since when did I say I'd let an idiot like you give me orders? Yep, that confirms it. Whitebeard doesn't like taking orders from Rocks, but he's still a member of the crew. It had to be a Davy Beck fight. The original Stussy says, Newgate, not you too. Shiki says, finders keepers, that sound good to the rest of ya? Big Mom says, it'll be all mine. Kaido says, it would be pointless in your hands, Lin. Because he knows Shorty has a devil fruit. Everything's been confirmed. And then we have the spoiler. Gloriosa says, back off, Stussy, you're only making a fool of yourself. That's rich coming from you, Gloriosa. Oh, so because Stussy's literally riding on the back of Whitebeard, I think Gloriosa's jealous, which confirms something that we didn't know. I mean, everyone knew that Whitebeard likes the blondes. And everyone by now should have suspected that a younger Stussy, the original Stussy, was Whitebeard's bae. But Gloriosa looks jealous. And then we have Captain John drinking and saying, my precious treasure. So the famous Captain John's treasure that Buggy's been hunting, maybe it's also a devil fruit. What else could there be? Now, I see a bunch of random people in the background. One guy who looks like a fisherman. One guy who looks like Stroyson in the corner. It would make sense for Stroyson to be here with Big Mom, because Big Mom has always been with Stroyson. And I see a guy with claws in the background who may or may not be Ochoku. I really want to know what Ochoku looks like, because we know Blackbeard took Hachinosu from Ochoku, which means Ochoku was the last pirate standing and claimed, Hachinosu after this incident, because after this incident, they disbanded. Whitebeard says, that moron Rocks is bound to lose sight of our main goal. We gotta confirm it's here first. Shiki says, who died and put you in charge? I'm gonna blow you all out of my way. And then Big Mom says, I'll snatch it out from under all you pathetic noses. You all have your heads in the clouds. I'll be gone before you know it. Then Kaido says, looks like Roger's on his way as well. He's the one person I what? One thing at a time, rookie. He is the rookie. And Stussy says, this is gonna be the decisive battle. Captain John says, that's right, don't forget it. Gloriosa says, today's the day we settle this. What is their plan? Do they really want devil fruits that badly, or is there something else? And what was Kaido gonna say? Roger's the one person I respect? The one person I fear? The one person I need to fight? Like, I don't know. And then we have two silent faces. One person is definitely, I saw the spoiler, I recognize him, he's one of the zombies on Thriller Bark. So that means that Moria doesn't just have Captain John's corpse, he has another Rocks Pirate member's corpse. And people have been theorizing this for years. Ever since the Rocks Pirates was confirmed to contain, Silver Axe, Wang Ji, Captain John. Yeah, those are the three unknowns that we know are part of the crew. Then we see another face. Now, he doesn't look like one of the zombies, the middle one does. But this guy, is he Rocks or is he Wang Ji? So let's say, hypothetically, that the one we saw in Thriller Bark is Silver Axe, because he can't be Wang Ji, Ochoku. Because Ochoku's alive, he can't be a zombie. And the one who we don't recognize as a zombie is Wang Ji. And the one that we recognize as a zombie is Silver Axe. The Rock's crew has made landfall. What are you marine dogs playing at? What would you do if something were to happen to us? Come in. That guy kind of resembles Charlos, but they kind of all do. There are more fearsome pirates flooding in from all directions. How did this leak? This event was supposed to be top secret. We're still not certain what the pirates are after. Please be advised, the west coast is a danger zone. And look who shows up. The Roger pirates have docked there. Whoa, he looks young. For a second I thought he was Luffy. He looks young. And he's wearing a straw hat. This is before he met Shanks. I forgot this is before they found Shanks. He still has his straw hat. This looks rough. Huh? Finally, do you have any idea how I felt this past year? Roger, no using the captain card to call dibs this time, okay? Garling says pull those marines back and see to it that the celestial dragons are protected. What a disgrace. Why even bother surrounding the island with ships? God's knights, stand ready. Right. What in the world is happening? Roger and Rocks? I don't know if we're gonna make it. Man, if we didn't know about the God Valley incidents, like the bare minimum details of who was there years ago, this would have broken the internet. Like, we were prepared because we knew what we were walking into. It's just that we're now seeing it. Reinforcements have arrived. It's Vice Admiral Garp. We're saved. Just tell me where I can find Roger. It's absolute mayhem out there. We couldn't have asked for a better opportunity. Is this it? Yes, I don't know which is which, so just eat up. Really, you don't know which is which. One of them is shaped like a paw, and one of them has scales, but whatever. So they just off-screen them stealing the devil fruits? Good job, pirates. Now, we know Kuma eats the pawpaw fruit, but we know that Ivankov doesn't eat the dragon fruit. Okay. That's Big Mom. Big Mom grabs the dragon fruit. Eva-chan. Whew, close one. Nearly kills Ivan. Hand that one over too. She wanted them both. Kuma, don't think, just eat it. You have to eat it. He eats it. To save them, if we manage to get a single person off this island alive, we can call this a victory over them. Saturn was there. Kuma. And he's exuding his power. Like, he uses his kablooey move, but I also see hockey. Like, I also see Conker's hockey. You're the buccaneer brat. You can either live as a slave or die. Nothing else can be tolerated for someone of your ilk. That is what the tides of time have decided. Are you somebody important? I don't understand how someone can be born to be more or less important. If you're born to be a slave, then what's the point of being born at all? If I have some kind of power now, I'm gonna use it to save as many people as I possibly can. Just like Nika. Oh my god, that's hard. I'm getting a little teary-eyed. That was hard, Kuma. That was hard. Oh my goodness. That is precisely why your people needed to be erased. Yes, that confirms it. Worshipping the sun god was the crime committed in the Void Century. I knew it. Hold it, Rocks. You're in my way, Roger. Okay, we're getting a little bit of a time skip. I can tell. And we're still not seeing Rocks' face. Fine, Oda. You do you. This fateful incident would soon be obscured by the shadows of history. The Kingdom of Sorbet, South Blue. Okay, so they're skipping a lot of details. Kuma's devil fruit had to be the key for them escaping. But how did he survive Saturn? There's no way a child with 5 seconds of devil fruit blood can beat Saturn. Even with... unless... Is the pawpaw fruit strong enough for him to immediately get Saturn away from them? Just to get him away. Not to beat him. Because it is OP. Kingdom of Sorbet, South Blue. So they only ended up reporting Garp's heroism, huh? This Morgans is nothing but a hack. Yeah, it must be a young Morgans. He prints what the world's top brass wants. In the end, we still have no idea what the heck really happened on that island. Just how long are you planning to pray like this, Kuma? I keep thinking I could have saved more people back there. Stop talking nonsense. You saved over 500 souls during that mess. Over 500 souls. That makes me happy. That's right, you were amazing, Kumachi. Nickname, similar to Teddy. Teddy Bear Kuma. Everyone cried tears of gratitude thanks to you. Even I welled up. Those hands of yours can bless people with freedom. They're hands of liberation. And of course, hands of liberation. To think you would choose to live in a church, but I guess it does fit your personality. Why do churches exist in the One Piece world? If Nika's forgotten and abolished from history, then what religions exist in a world controlled by Imu's shadow government? Like, I know that Kuma carries a Bible, and now we can see why, but what are these churches for? I see it's basically a Christian design. I see a cross. And the Bible he carries around has a woman on the front, which people are comparing to either Mother Ocean, Virgin Mary, or Imu, which might not even be a woman. Then there's Nefertari Lily, but that's a discussion for later. I'll never forget your face for as long as I live. We all know what that means. Because he forgot his face in Marineford when he got reunited with Yvonne. And Yvonne's like, you would never forget my face. But it was too late by then. Very, very good line. No one ever does. Sorry, I'm not coming, big bro. I want to stay with Kuma while I think about what I'm going to do with my life. Okay? Implying she's Bonnie's mother. Well, then I'm off to sea. I'm going to bask in my freedom. Okay. So no Horm fruit confirmed. Take care, my friends. Well, now then, since I'm 4 years your elder... She's older than Kuma by 4 years? She's small for her age. Or maybe Kuma's just a big boy. You can leave it to Big Sis to work out how we're gonna feed you. What? He can't feed himself or what? Split that log, Kumachi. Now we just gotta sell it. No more dumpster diving or stealing for us. Let's work hard and buy our food from now on. What? There's no way you're only 9. You lying freak. Aw. Pick on someone your own size. Ginny. Sorry about that. Ginny's a nice girl, really. I feel better. Yep, he can remove pain. And damage. The pain's being blown away. Did you use some kind of magic? Willy-nilly silly old Kumachi, Kumachi. Ginny's song seems to be a reference to the Winnie the Pooh theme. I'm still hungry. You sure? Aw, he shares so much, even though he's much bigger than her. But she did eat last chapter, now she's still hungry. She's definitely Bonnie's mom. And to think I thought Bonnie was adopted. And I guess I was wrong because that was never confirmed. So good. You're a real glutton, Ginny. Let's keep up the hard work. But there's a chance Bonnie is just a clone of Ginny. Let's wait. Let's keep up the hard work. Kumachi, how old were you when you became a slave? 4. Me too. I don't think you should sound so excited about that. I'm full. My belly's actually full. What's wrong? Kumachi, oh, come on, don't cry. I'm just so happy. Their first taste of peace and hope. They live in a church, and they're full for the first time. And that's the end. Okay, we finally got to the end of the chapter. I've never had a video this long, but it was worth it. This was a amazing chapter. I rarely get this excited, because not every chapter is the God Valley incident. So many details were avoided, like we didn't get confirmation that Bonnie is the daughter of Ginny or the clone of Ginny, but it's one or the other. At this point, it's definitely one or the other because they are in Sorbet. How did Kuma become king after this? Maybe next chapter. I don't see any break mentioned, so I guess next week we'll find out some more about Kuma. Like, are we gonna go continue Kuma's story? Actually, we have to, because Bonnie doesn't know everything about the God Valley incident. She's seeing Kuma's memories in her flashback because she was in Kuma's bubble room chapters ago. So that means that from now on, if the flashback continues for another chapter, another 2 chapters, it's going to be from Kuma's perspective. And that's why we didn't see the rocks fight. We didn't see any young dragon. This was all from Kuma's perspective. And I respect that. It was a good chapter. It was hype, emotional, satisfying, gratifying, emotional, tear-jerking, tragic, and hopeful. The One Piece quizzes on my channel. I am starting today returning to 1 quiz question a day instead of 2 because I'm getting behind in I let them catch up to me. I don't have any questions saved up, so in order to let it I'm gonna run out of questions. I'm running out of material, so it's taking a lot of time researching those questions. So from now on, 1 question a day, like I was originally doing weeks ago when I started this. But we're already at like 55 questions. So yeah, if you've never done those One Piece quizzes on my community tab, check them out. If you love One Piece trivia, I'm gonna have a lot of questions there for you. So thanks again. Please consider liking, subscribing, and I will see you next time.